Come on in. My name is Bill Tobin, and this is your restaurant success tip of the day. In the hospitality industry, we depend on customers or guests to come into our businesses and spend their money. If we do a great job, hopefully they'll come again, or at least tell someone they had a nice time. With repeat guests and good word of mouth, our businesses do well. On the other hand, if we don't treat people right, they'll never come again, we get bad reviews, and the business suffers. So it would make sense, if the success of our restaurants depends on how well we take care of our guests, that we should be focused on our guests. It would make sense that we might become obsessed with our guests' experience in our restaurants. It would make sense if we considered how the guest might be affected with every decision. Yet time and again, as a consumer and as a consultant, I see restaurants fail at the customer experience. We are one of the few businesses where people walk in our doors already having decided to spend their money. All we have to do is meet or exceed their expectations and make sure they leave happy. Regardless of the type of restaurant you have and the expectations you set for the guests before they come through the door, the best way to make sure you meet or exceed their expectations is by everybody doing their job with the guest in mind. That means that the host needs to welcome the guest because the guest expects to be welcomed. The server needs to greet the guests and take their order because the guest expects to be served well. The dishwasher has to make sure that the dishes are clean because the guest expects clean dishes. The line cook needs to make sure that food is prepared properly because the guest expects good food, and so on. Every job in the restaurant needs to understand how what they do impacts the guest and why their job is important. As a restaurant leader, it's your job to make sure they understand. So your task for today: make sure everyone in your restaurant understands why their job is important to the guest experience. Now go make it happen. Do you have a comment or a tip for restaurant leaders? Text me at 808-201-0550 or find me at restaurantleadership365.com. This is Bill Tobin. Thanks for coming in. See you tomorrow.